Thank you again for tuning in to Neo episode. Today our guest is Pamphile. Pamphile is going to be sharing us more about on-campus employment, different opportunities that are available, and yeah, what you can do to get some money just for your freshman year to just keep yourself financially stable. And I believe most of you never want to be broke. Pamphile, welcome. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying summer vibes and yeah, overall I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good today. I had a wonderful day. Yeah, we had very insightful discussions about humility. So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's been a day of like getting all wisdom from different kinds of people, and yeah, I have enjoyed today's conversations. How is your family doing?
My family is doing pretty well. This morning I talked to my brother and sisters. Yeah, they are doing okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you?
Right now I'm on campus TCU. Uh, yeah, I'm doing some personal project and taking some couple of summer classes. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now.
That's amazing. So, brother, yeah, man, as a freshman student, yeah, most of them need jobs. They need to do something to get some money, that experience as well. Yeah, and I've seen you working. I've seen you do some works. I would enjoy like having you tell us more about like your working experience on campus and like how it has kept you sustainable and yeah, self-reliant. Yeah, as a freshman year student.
First of all, as a freshman year student, I never had a job. I
Mm.
was basically, doing other things, but I didn't have a job. But I wish I did. That's why I'm here to urge everybody to get a job as soon as possible. Uh, it was really hard for me because sometimes you need your own money to sustain you along the way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it was that hard because I have a support system from my host family, from British Rwanda. So uh, I mean it would have been better uh, if I had a job, of course. So I would say if you really want a job, I think it is better to browse at the website of your school and try to see some job opportunities before you go to college, and try to apply before, because sometimes application process takes a long time, and after getting a job, you have to get some document like what we call social security number, and it takes
Yeah.
some days um, for you to get it. So if you are serious about working in your first semester or your second semester, uh, try to apply way before for you to get a
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
So I would say I applied like in my second semester, because in my first semester I want to focus on my academics because I didn't know what to expect as an international student. Sometimes you are a little bit afraid
Yeah,
because
that's
you
true.
are in
Yeah.
a different country, you don't know culture, you don't know whatever. I was like, let me just focus on my studies, and yeah, that's all I did in my second semester. I was like, oh, I need a job. When I applied, I couldn't get a job right away, so I had to wait to get like that social security number, and I actually started my job in my sophomore year.
How,
I would say like working experience is really good because you get to connect with people around, and something you can never get in class, and yeah, you learn a lot. You also learn how to combine different schedules,
yeah.
because sometimes classes are so intense, and at your job, like your job is so demanding, so you get mature like how you can combine all
Yeah.
those things in order to make sense. So I would
Yeah.
say like working on campus is really good, and it makes you grow at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for sharing, man. Yeah. But then it make me ask me like myself a question about managing your job and classes. Is there a way like different depending on the way the jobs demand, yeah, the employees to work? Is there a way like some jobs maybe might be too demanding that it can be somehow hard to manage your schedules or yeah, like the way or even so, sometimes people might just run for jobs with higher income, but again, don't think about the assignments and the load that college wants them to complete. How did you manage that? How did you choose a job to do? Because there was even a possibility of doing more than one.
Yeah. Obviously, as an international student, I think my priority, and I think should be the priority of everyone, should be academic first.
Yeah,
I think nobody should put his academic side at risk because of the job. Um, I try myself, like I try to make sure like my job doesn't affect like my academics at some point. So uh, first of all, I know myself. Um, I know how comfortable I was with my classes,
yeah,
how intense were my classes, and I knew how many hours I shouldn't exceed. Exceed.
yeah,
So it's all about like first get to know yourself, get to know how your classes are, and then try to uh, commit some amount of hours depending on how comfortable you are with your classes.
yeah,
So I would say I was working around 9 hours a week, but sometimes when I have some free time, I'd work like 12 hours, sometimes 13 hours a week. Or sometimes I would even go below. I would
yeah,
work some like 7 hours, depending. Maybe I have some exams to focus on. So it really depends. I would
yeah,
say like don't take like two jobs, like just get one, then explore that, try to work hard on that one. Then if
mm-hmm.
you realize like you are good in school, like you feel like school is not as intense as you expected, you can get another one. But I would urge everyone to have at least like one job.
Yeah, yeah, that's important to share. Like, yeah, I also had an opportunity to get like a temporary job on campus, but as well as you said, man, I had no idea of even where to go. But it was really important to like to do some research about the available opportunities. And there's something that really helped me. And yeah, one of my friends introduced me to this expression that a squeaky wheel gets a grease. You know, like if you're riding a bike and you feel like maybe one tire or one wheel is kind, yeah, it's shaking or it needs some oil, the one that complains is the one you give more oil. And because I had spent a lot of time on campus and without even exploring, or even, sometimes there might not be a position, but if you approach and talk to different employees, they might help you and find a position if you like file your financial problems or your need for a job. Yeah, sometimes it helps. And the way it helps is if you keep complaining, they will see you, or they will give you some attention. And yeah, that really helped me a lot because in that way, I was even connected to some people who were like, oh, that guy complains a lot. So whenever a job comes, they send you an email just in person, which was really helpful. Yeah, it was temporary, but at least yeah, I got that opportunity to experience work, and it was really important. So I also urge like these people to yeah try that, and as well as you just mentioned to yeah take care of themselves. I mean, look at their schedule, yeah, plan ahead. Don't just run into jobs without even focusing on your priorities, which is of course academics. Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, one last note I think I should tell people, like when you're applying for a job, try to read description of the job, because some of the job are um, physically or mentally draining, which can put your other responsibility at risk. So I don't know, if you are incoming freshman, try to ask your friends on campus how are these jobs? Are they mentally or physically draining? Can can I cope up with them as a freshman year student? Uh,
yeah,
just try to read description of the job, because it may help you at some point. Because uh, sometimes as a freshman you want to um, you are worried about your classes sometimes because you don't know what to expect, but then you also go to work in a mentally or physically draining job.
yeah,
uh, it distract you a lot at some point. And yeah, there are some of the jobs which are not um, very demanding, like the one I do. I'm a desk assistant. I help people like to get some services around campus. um, I feel like it's not like physically demanding, and yeah, it's just there. uh, yeah, just try to ask people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, me too. Another advice I can give. Well, this is not 100% true, but to my perspective is there's some jobs on campus that gives that privileged student to have that opportunity to even like do some homework in case there is no a customer or someone to help. So though it's not required, but some people, some employers just tell employees that if in case there's nobody, yeah, you can do your homework, but make sure you're not distracted from what you are supposed to do or what they require you to do. So I think those jobs can also be really good to look into, yeah, just to get that opportunity to do some homework because there's some jobs where you cannot even read or you do something which is sometimes bad. But again, you have to understand that you're working and they expect you to to be productive. But I want you to touch on like some restrictions for especially for international students, maybe our limited hours. I don't know if it changes by state or school, but also like different consequences that might arise if you don't follow such restrictions for a particular job you're doing.
Yeah, obviously there are a lot of restrictions, especially for international students. First of all, here I am in TCU, we are not allowed to work off campus. That's a policy everyone should abide to. So once you're applying, don't just apply to a job just because it is in the neighborhood of your school. Just apply on campus jobs. But also, when you have like a job, make sure like you don't exceed like 20 hours a week because that's a policy. And I don't think as a freshman year student you can manage, but still, even if you can, don't exceed 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think we're getting close to the end. So I was asking if you have like any other thing left to share with these people, you can please share it.
Uh, I would say just don't take a job as a place to um, earn money. I think you should try to take a job as a place where you are learning actually, um, because that's where you're actually making an impact or helping people. It's not because they're paying, but actually you are learning how to help people using your education, your communication skills, the way you interact with people in the job. Like it is so helpful in the long run. So don't just think about money or whatever. Just go there as a way to um, grow, learn. You will
Yeah,
make some mistakes in your job, and you learn how to sometimes to apologize. You learn how to correct your mistakes. So don't take a job as just a job, but take it as a class you are taking as well. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's great because in working as a team, there is so much you can learn. Yeah, managing teams, like dealing with misunderstandings because you meet people with different backgrounds, so we tend to have different perspectives on some things. So yeah, it's also one way to grow and even ensure that smooth transition to all this diversity in college. Though they pay you, but that point is really important that people should think about before just join or doing some work on campus. Pamphile, I appreciate you so much for your time and thank you for allowing me to talk to you and coming here on this show. I hope everybody watching this is going to think about it and is going to be ready before they come to college. And this is way of serving people, and I appreciate your efforts, your leadership, and your heart to contribute and share your story. It's really powerful. I also appreciate everyone watching new episodes. Yeah, I hope this has been a really helpful conversation, and I hope you are all going to follow his advice. And as well, you will learn more and more as you work. And as well, we wish you a good transition to the college you're going to and enjoy your college life.